Hello, welcome to this week's episode of UNN Weekly. My name is Paul Udom, and in this week's episode of UNN Weekly, we are going to talk about a few important information that UNN aspirants are supposed to know, and a few additional information that probably by now you know. Okay, because as of this week, JAM have started registering for their exams. Okay, which means if you are a prospective UNN student, you must have registered, or you are planning to register, or you are probably in the process of registering. So apart from that, people that wrote the UNN admission, the admission list was out about 2 weeks ago. Now, I'm sorry, last 2 weeks I was very, very ill, so I didn't make last week's video. I didn't make video for last week because I was very, very ill. I was actually hospitalized when my mates were having lectures and stuff. That is what UNN does to you. And also, the supplementary list is going to be out very soon. It's not actually out yet, but I think it's going to be out very soon. If you actually want to do shopping, the shopping lists, money payments processes have begun. So if you want to do shopping, if you want to shop for a particular course, you can get the form. You can start shopping for the different departments that are available. Now, if you don't know what shopping is in UNN, shopping is more or less like supplementary. There are some departments that don't have enough people in that particular department. Let's say, for instance, they want to admit like 100 people in the department, and people that actually wrote for that department in JAM is like 20. So they need like 80 spaces to fill. So that is shopping. Sometimes it might be 2, sometimes it might be 3, sometimes it might be just 1 person. So you can get your shopping list. I'll drop the contact of the person that can actually do the shopping list buying process for you. His name is John. I like that guy a lot because he knows so much about UNN and UNN processes. I've not met him, but I know him. We've chatted, and he does a lot of registration for people on UNN, shopping and other registration and stuff like that. And also, UNN list is always plenty. Okay, so if the main list is out and your name is not there, and you're kind of wondering if your name will be there eventually, UNN release nothing less than 5 lists every year. So nothing less, because there's a merit list, there's a supplementary list, there's a shopping list, there's another list, there's another list, and another list. Like, at least it's going to be up to 5. So just keep your fingers crossed. I'm going to drop the number of John L or L John. Okay, you can chat him up. Please don't call him because he may not pick your call. I'll chat him up, ask him questions, tell him that Paul, the YouTuber, dropped his number so that you can call him. I'm sure that he's going to respond to you favorably. Okay, so other than that, let me tell you guys a story, because sometimes people come to UNN and they get lost. There was this particular dog, and the dog always finds this rabbit very, very fascinating. Anytime this dog sees this rabbit, pursues it with all his strength and all his might. And then every single day, the rabbit comes out, the dog pursues it, the rabbit escapes, get into a hole, get into somewhere and hide and stuff like that. The dog leaves the rabbit alone. And then there was this very beautiful day. The dog pursued the rabbit, and the distance between the rabbit and any possible hiding was too far, so the dog caught up with the rabbit. When the dog caught up with the rabbit, the dog beat the rabbit, and the rabbit died. And the dog just sat down there looking at the rabbit. What's next to do? Nothing else. So the dog just sat down there. Just nothing else. I've caught the rabbit, I've killed the rabbit, and the rabbit is lying just in front of me. What else can I do with this rabbit? That is how most of us are. Anyway, this story was adopted from my favorite series, Westworld. Now, that is how most of us are coming to UNN. We've been pursuing UNN for years and writing JAM over and over again, and eventually your name comes out from the admission list like paf. And for you, that is it. Like, what else? UNN, as a matter of fact, is a very, very stressful environment. And if you have that mindset of that dog that you just pursued the rabbit and you caught the rabbit, and after that you don't know what to do with the rabbit, then UNN is not for you. Because you get so frustrated because UNN is so frustrating. I'm in year 1 and UNN is frustrating me already. Like, it frustrated me enough for me to fall sick. Even with all my enthusiasm and all my zeal, I still fell sick because UNN is stressful. The walk alone that you walk in a single day is more than 20,000 steps. 20,000 steps. If you have a phone like mine that counts the number of steps I make a single day and report it to me in the night, I make nothing less than 15,000 steps every single day, because I have to trek from my home to school, and then each and every trek from individual department to attend lectures and registration and buying textbooks and doing this and doing that, you make nothing less than 10,000 steps a day. That is enough stress to even machiate you in the first place. Then we are not even talking about the fact that you will not even have time to eat, because when you eat in the morning, you go to school in the afternoon. There is no way you will be attending lectures and be eating, or doing practicals and be eating. You will not eat in the afternoon. There's a big chance that you will not eat in the afternoon. The highest thing you can eat in the afternoon is take drinks like soft drinks, or if you drink beer, if you want to drink beer and continue attending lectures, then fine, you can do that. It is stressful. So if you are one of those people that got admission because somebody dared you that you can never get admitted in UNN, or because all your classmates are getting admission in UNN and you want to get admission in UNN and finally you've gotten it, then you have to change the perspective. Let me not say UNN is not for you. Let me just say that you have to change the perspective of your studentship. Because here, people are looking at making first class. People are looking up to making 5.5 CGPA. I mean, sorry, I like using 5.5. It's actually 5.0. Okay? So, if you are those people that, let me just get admission so that everybody will not say I'm a dummy, then you have to change your perspective coming to the school. Please, I'm sorry if the mortar kind of appear in the sound of the video. But let me tell you something that really happened in school last week. In Math 121 class, I said something in my previous videos that you have to go and learn how to solve mathematics. If you don't like mathematics, now you should go and learn how to solve your math, your basic elementary math. Then if you have an opportunity to learn further math, please go and learn, especially if you want to come to UNN. Now, like I said, let me tell you a story of what happened last week in school. I was sitting in the class. We were having this Math 121. Math 121 is like the further math, the integration and differentiation, the limits and the derivatives. That particular part, that's long integration, so where you have to do dy dx, exactly. People call it dy dx, okay? So, I was sitting beside this particular girl, and the lecturer was teaching limit, okay? The lecture was done. It was finishing limits, and he has been teaching limits for like a week. Normally, math they teach 3 times a week, but the man have taught like 2 weeks. Exactly, it was like 2 weeks. So the man have taught like 6 times, and he was finishing limits, going to derivatives. And this girl was just sitting down there, not writing anything, and she was complaining that she doesn't understand anything. So I was curious. I was like, okay, let me just strike a conversation with her, because I'm always talking. So let me strike a conversation with her. So I asked her what is happening, and she said that she doesn't understand what the man is teaching. And funny enough, they had a further maths teacher in their school, but she never wanted to attend the further maths lecture because, or teaching or classes, because she didn't like maths. Now, coming to university, she met that same math that she doesn't like, that she's been running away from. Now, that is the advice I will give to each and every one of you that are not yet student of UNN, that is hoping to come into the science department. In most science departments, you may not do 121, but you do 111. And 111 in Math 111 is more like further maths in your secondary school. You may not necessarily do integration and differentiation, but you do a lot of other further maths topic. So If you're not a student yet in the school and then you want to go into science environment, please try as much as possible to make sure that you attend your further maths lecture, because it's going to help you a lot coming to the university system. My school did not have a further maths teacher, so I have to learn all the further maths that I know all by myself, all thanks to my friend Emanuela. She gave me a very, very beautiful maths textbook, further maths textbook, which I was able to use. So if you don't have to fortify myself somewhere to teach you against UNN, if you're still in secondary school, and if you cannot teach yourself like I did in most cases, I'm yet to write the exams, so I don't really know if I've taught myself good enough. So what you have to do is probably attend tutorials. Okay, you can attend tutorials if there's tutorials out there that teach people how to solve further math. Okay, you can ask friends that knows how to solve further math to teach you how to solve further math. We're talking about set, sort, integration, differentiation, permutation, combination, and other further math related topics. You can hire a lecturer. Okay, and also you can also read on your own, get textbooks, watch videos on YouTube and other stuff, so that you can get informed on how, or you can get step-by-step processes on how to solve some further maths questions. Okay, so thank you for subscribing. I'm very, very happy because I've been able to make about 300 subscribers now, all thanks to your. So thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please do care to subscribe, because the subscription goes a long way in supporting this channel in a lot of ways. Sorry, this video is not actually very, very organized because number one is that people were making noise in the background. I have to cut a lot of it, and also goats were shouting close to my window, so I have to cut all of those goat noises and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, that is one of them. So the thing is that I just have to make this video, okay, because somebody out there needs to hear this, and it is good that you hear it from somebody that is actually a student of the school, of University of Nigeria school. Okay, so thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.